Hi there, my name is Joseph Paul. I'm a spiritual practitioner here to give you your weekly collective reading. Now, if this is the first time that you're seeing my face or first time you're coming across one of my videos, do yourself a favor, click that subscribe button down below so that way you can receive a notification every time I post a video in the future. All of that being said, welcome. It's great to feel your energy here in this space. And before we get started, I just want to remind you as well that everything that I offer here today and in the future, if it's something that you resonate with, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Know that I'm just reading for the collective. This isn't directed toward any one person in particular, but if you would like for me to direct a reading for to you, specifically, do yourself a favor, click that link in the description box below so that way you can book a one-on-one session with me either over the phone or I can record the session and send it to you, whatever works for you, but know that I'm here to be of service. All that being said, let's just tap right in to the collective energy, see what's coming up right now. As we've come out of the weekend, hopefully you feel nice and rested and the week you're looking forward to. But even if you're just curious about what the week is going to look like, that's okay. We'll just really, really do a deep dive, opening ourselves up to our spirit guides, our higher self, our ancestors, and any higher energies that would like to assist us at this time. Just channeling in source energy to really let us know what it is that is going on right now for the collective energy. Already, I'm kind of seeing here with the uh, what is it? The King of Cups here in the reversal, as well as the Four of Cups in the reversal, is kind of giving me this impression here that some of us may be feeling a little bit disconnected from the self, really feeling deep in the feels about a specific circumstance or maybe a specific situation that's happening. It could be anything that's happening outside of your home environment, but this is really speaking on disconnection from self, really deep down, perhaps in a depressive state, maybe feeling like there is better grass somewhere else, greener grass somewhere else, really losing focus here, losing the grand picture because whatever it is that's coming up for you has really got you reflective. And that's okay to be in that energy. It's okay to feel those emotions as they're coming up. And even more so, we've got the temperance in reverse here. Again, doubling down on causing this inner turmoil. Maybe you're finding it difficult to tap into staying productive, staying focused on the end goal because this emotional state that you find yourself in has got you looking in every direction but the path that's ahead of you. So, all that being said, here we've got the moon coming out here in the upright position. And it's just this reminder that things are not as they seem. You have to remember that this feeling that you're feeling right now is only temporary. All right. Everything that we're experiencing is a call to action to ground us, to center us in what really is our soul's calling. What is it that the higher self, that our higher power wants us to really be focused on? And those circumstances, those experiences that we may be coming across right now that's really got us at battle with our demons, maybe feeling at our wits' end, is only temporary. I promise you it's only temporary. It may just be this invitation forward of how can you ground? How can you center? How can you find the truth in the darkness? Find the light in the darkness here. Queen of Cups coming out here as well because it's that reminder, that call to action again. If you choose to ground and center yourself, if you give yourself permission to feel all of what you're feeling, to welcome in those emotions and say, hey, this is just my soul having a human experience. I'm here for it. I'm welcoming the energy as it's flowing to me. It gives yourself that permission, that confidence, that ability to surrender to the divine plan, divine timing, as they see fit here. When I say they, I'm referring to your spirit team, your higher self, your higher power here, source energy here, just reminding you that there is a greater plan at play rather than just being stuck in the moment by moment here. All right. Really, again, if you have a couple of options here. You can either be stuck in this Three of Swords here in the reversal energy, which is again that woe is me. I can't move forward. I'm really wrapped around the turmoil of it all. Or you can tap into this Page of Cups energy here, which is really allowing the imagination, the third eye, the crown chakra really activate here and think of the possibilities that lie outside of yourself. We get so focused on this is the only way that this energy is going to create a reality for me, that this is the only outcome, that the way things are showing up right now means that it's just doom and gloom for the next however long you believe it's going to last for. But this Page of Cups energy reminds us to be creative a little bit, to allow our emotions of the positive to spring forward. Let our imaginations run wild in the positive, because when you focus on the positive tends to occur. The positive tends to manifest. It's tempting with the devil card here to say, I see what's happening on the outside. I could just go straight into my vices. I could start partaking in those substances. I could start drinking myself into oblivion. I could do any other thing to distract myself from the pain, to distract myself from what is occurring outside of myself. And it's so easy to say, when the going gets tough, I just, dig my heels in to saying that I can't ever get out of this, that, the only way to make it through is just through, another shot, another day of just sleeping in and binge watching and binge eating. This is the temptation that lies in front of us because we don't really want to cope with it. But the invitation forward here is, Four of Pentacles energy here. This is really thinking about what tools do you have at your disposal here? Where can you tap into the abundance here? Use what is given to you already, which is connecting with nature, which is connecting with higher power, with higher energies, to call in the energy of peace, to call in the energy of abundance, to call in the energy of just divine union with yourself here, to release the stagnant energy, to release the frustration, to release the anxiety in a way that works best for you, but still really, really doubling down with that Four Pentacles energy of using the tools that you have capable to ground and center. Are you doing your breathing techniques? Are you meditating? Are you getting some healthy exercise? Are you going outside, grounding yourself in nature? These are wonderful tools and resources that you can use whenever you choose to. But instead of going to, some of you may be tempted to go to this devil energy, this, maybe going that vice, but that invitation forward is please look at what options you have. So let's just see what we can do moving forward, or what the energy is really for the rest of the week. I'm just curious. This is what is coming up right now, but what is the energy for the rest of the week? We've got the Judgment card in the reversal. And, some of you may be having a difficult time through the rest of this week, just letting it go, letting yourself transform into this beautiful, creative, divine being that you already know you are. It's okay to be caught in the emotions from time to time. You are a soul having a human experience, but don't let yourself be trapped in that cycle over and over and over again. A lot of you are afraid to just release and just trust in divine intervention here. And that's seemingly what the energy is going to start playing out in the next couple of days. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, really feeling like you can't move forward, like there's something holding you back. But we're really starting to see that near the end of the week and maybe moving into your weekend here, that there's going to be some thinking of past circumstances, past experiences where you really did persevere, where you really did call forth the energy of determination, of courage, of willpower to power through those experiences, those challenges, those circumstances that felt limiting in some capacity. It's this invitation forward here of saying, You have made it through really tough, difficult circumstances in the past, even more so if we expand ourselves and look objectively to what is happening in the globe right now. We, as a human race, if we're just speaking on the human aspect of things, have always made it through every event, no matter what it is. We're still alive here. We still have the human race still moving and creating and navigating circumstances. We are adaptable. And if we've overcome previous challenges and circumstances in the past that may have felt like the end was near, then you, of course, right now in this moment, are more than capable of tapping into that perseverant energy, of tapping into that discipline, of tapping into that self love, that self empowerment. So that way you can find that at the end of the day, you are really just, at the end of the week, really, you are really just going through a dance here, right? Where we're finding that some days we're going to feel really motivated, but on some days we're going to feel a little bit nostalgic, a little bit melancholy, but we're still moving, we're still going forward. That's the amazing thing here. And at the end of it all, Eight of Pentacles energy here, just really speaking on, wow, I did it. I really cultivated something for myself. The cultivation of peace, the cultivation of love, of resiliency. You have it within you to call back that energy from previous versions of self, of younger versions of self that persevered, that stayed focused, that stayed motivated, and cultivate this feeling, this energy of appreciation, of abundance, of magnificence, of resilience, whatever it is that you really want to call forward, you have that opportunity to do that just right now, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, if you have to. But I'm really feeling like by the end of this week, you're going to look back on the past couple of days, even through the weekend, and say, huh, what was I so concerned about? What was I so worried about? Knight of Swords in the reversal here, an opportunity to just kind of slow down, maybe move out of that anger, maybe move out of that discontentment here. Because really, when we think about the Knight of Swords, what I really think about in the upright position is this vengeful, like, go-getter. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna balance the scales. I'm gonna make them pay, or I'm just gonna, I'm gonna find a way to be secure in my discomfort by any means necessary. But when it comes to this reading in particular, as it relates to it being in the reversal, what I'm really feeling like is this step backwards, this ability to objectively see everything and go, I don't have to be this upset. I don't have to be so focused on that one minor detail, and instead, I'm going to allow myself to get a little bit more clarity. All that being said, as you move through this week, give yourself permission to find grace and compassion for yourself, to know that you are still a soul having a human experience. You're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions. Again, a soul having a human experience. And in that human experience, you're allowed to feel a variety of emotions, but know that they're temporary. And at the end of the day, you have the sole capacity, the autonomy to be able to change the way that you feel so you can change the way that you think about things. All right, at the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reversal, but really, this is speaking on the overarching energy here of what has been coming up from the weekend moving into this week. It really feels like for me that a lot of you are going to be caught up in that self-reflection of wondering, could I have done anything differently? What did I do? What was my part to play in all of this? And is there any ability, capacity for me to move beyond this without feeling shameful, without feeling resentment, without feeling overwhelmed by everything that is being thrown at me all at one time? And the truth of the matter is that abundance is right around the corner. And this doesn't just mean the material, it means that the emotional, the spiritual abundance is right around the corner. It just takes a perspective shift. If you are giving yourself a hard time, if you're one of those people that's overthinking, that you're considering like, "Ugh, I can't do it, I need to maybe just recluse for a little bit, be a little hermit," By all means, do what is right for you, recharge, replenish the spirit. But what they're really saying, what I'm getting in this reading right now, is that it is okay to feel what you're feeling. Things are chaotic, things are all over the place, but they're reminding you of your power here. You will find that again this week. You will be able to say to yourself, I've been here before, someplace, somehow, maybe not this lifetime, but in a previous lifetime. And in knowing that I've overcome those circumstances, I've overcome those challenges, I'm going to utilize my free will and pull that energy of perseverance and determination right here in this moment and push myself forward because I know that there's something bigger, grander, wonderful, beautiful waiting for me on the other side. And that side that you have to cross, that line that you have to draw for yourself is, am I going to choose to exist and just be in the misery, or am I going to choose to live and be in the positive, be in the love, be in the light? Because I am love and light, and I get to choose how I experience my reality. Again, it was an honor and a privilege, as I always say at near the end of my readings. If you would like to book a one-on-one with me, by all means, check the description down below where you'll find the link to book with me. My name is Joseph Paul. I'm a spiritual practitioner here to offer my gifts of service. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next time for our weekly collective reading. I don't even know if that was a good ending. I have no idea.